everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm the Cornish Witch. Hi, welcome back. I'm the Cornish Witch. Today I'm going to show you around my lovely room where I practice my craft, and we're going to have a little tour through my supplies cupboard. I've also got some books in my cupboard, but we're going to go through them at a different time, and I can tell you a little bit more about me. I'm really lucky that I own this house that I live in. It belongs to my dad and my stepmother, and when they both passed away, I have now inherited the house. So this house, this room, my dad's built for me in the loft. So it's properly like up in the roof of the house, and he built it when I was about 8 years old, just before he had to go have surgery for his brain tumour. So I love this room. I love how natural this room is. It's all made of wood. When I was younger, the bed was smaller. I've got a double bed in now because my partner and I use it as a spare room if we have guests. But when I had a single bed in here, I thought that I had to have a big space. If I needed to cast a circle, I needed a big space so I could walk around my circle, envisaging my circle, and yeah, I didn't really get that I could kind of make do with whatever I had. So I was really lucky that I did have just enough space that I could walk a tiny little circle in this room. So this room isn't all like, I've got my little witchy corner here, but it's not all a whole witchy room. I don't have that much commitment to an aesthetic. I watch other witchy YouTubers, and they have a lot of commitment to their chosen aesthetic. I don't know if that's quite the right terminology, but my house is really eclectic. So I have this beautiful wood room up here. My bedroom is like a beachy theme. We live quite near to the sea. I like the idea of a beachy theme. The paintwork's a bit dodgy because I did it myself. Our hallway is in like shades of grey, and we've got pictures of the sea, pictures of the dogs. Our kitchen's got this country kitchen vibe. It's all bright and airy, and I love that. And our living room, we decided we wanted to bring the outdoors indoors. So our living room's bright green. I might sometimes do some videos downstairs and you'll wonder why I've got bright green walls. And it's because I like that green where, you know, if you're in the woods and the sunlight's trickling through the leaves, and it's that bright green as the sunlight comes through the leaves. I wanted that kind of vibe in the living room. And I feel we accomplished it. Other people hate it, but we love it, so that's the main thing. So let's have a little look around the room. So let's start here with my witchy corner. So I've currently got some jasmine incense burning. Jasmine. And my little Winnie the Pooh prints. They were from Marcus a few years ago. So I've got my little witchy corner. Some random pictures down there that I haven't had a chance to put up in the new house. I say new house, we moved in a couple of years ago. And then we've got the killer whale. Love the killer whale. Double bed for neighbours, as you can see, right up in the roof with my lovely wooden ceiling. Here's my skylights. Oh, I can see cobwebs there now. Potentially should have got the cobwebs before filming the video. I've got my Paddington bear. My stepmother loved Paddington bear. I've got a big Paddington bear and a little Paddington bear. And my globe, which does light up. That's the loft space over there. I've got a random pile of things in this corner. A lot of it's folders and things from when I was at university. I've done 2 previous degrees. I've got a degree in equine science and a degree in nursing. Hoover also lives in this corner, which is really helpful. I don't really know why I've got a Hoover upstairs. I've got some jewellery there and a mirror, and some random bits over here which were my stepmother's, but I haven't been able to bring myself to get rid of, and that I probably should have dusted. But she loved her brass elephants, And her china figurines. She had hundreds of these china figurines, and this was the only one I kept because I thought her dress was pretty. In this pot, I have a load of sea glass. I have plans to make things with the sea glass, but I haven't really got around to it yet. Over here we have got a frame with pictures of Erica and Cindy at the top and Jethro at the bottom. Unfortunately, all these dogs have now passed away, but they're with us in spirit. I've also got a horseshoe filled with some hair. It's a resin horseshoe made by a lovely lady. It was done by my friend when my horse passed away, and that was Trigger. So my Witchy supply cupboards, it started out just this one cupboard here, and in the last couple of years I have spread into the second cupboard. So in the first cupboard I have got, let's see, I can't see it very well. At the top here I have got some little wooden boxes and a vial of oil. Love that jar, it's beautiful. Can't really see it very well. And then down the bottom here, this is my travel box of things. When my partner and I weren't living in this house, when we've lived in previous properties, I kept all of my witchy stuff in there, which you could think I've got all that stuff on my altar and I filled 2 cupboards, but I kept the stuff I really needed in here. The box is a Sanctuary Spa box. My aunt gave it to me for Christmas one year. And what I've got in here at the moment is I've got a smudge stick, so I can't really see very well. Let's turn around. I have got a sage smudge stick and some essential oils. I have got some lavender, some bergamot, some vanilla. Vanilla is my favourite scent. Some sage. This one's nice. This one is a gingerbread oil. I think I got this one when Marcus and I were making candles. We went through a phase of making candles. I love that one. And then some ylang ylang. Don't really like ylang ylang. I got it because it's meant to help you sleep. But I really don't like the scent of it. Not for me. Okay, so I've also got this little green bag here. And in this one, I have got an altar cloth and some little bags. I think that's about it. Yeah, nothing very interesting in there. I used to keep more interesting things in there. I used to keep all my crystals in there, but now they are just free range in the cupboard. So in the cupboard, I also have more oils. I have some peppermint oil. It's another one of my favourites. And, more vanilla. I don't know why I have 2 vanillas. Who knows? In case you're wondering who this handsome fella here is, this is my mum's dog Percy. He was a long-haired miniature dachshund, and he was painted by my granddad. He's always lived in my cupboard as a little mascot for my cupboard. As you can see here, I have a lot of candles. I always seem to be missing green candles. I have candles of every colour apart from green, because obviously green candles are the candles I want, so I don't have any. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of a shop for some green candles. I went through a phase where I liked long tapered candles for spell work. However, I'm a big fan of little short stubby candles. They're really handy, they're a really good they're a good size. You can anoint them, you can engrave on them really well, they're not going to break, and they burn down fairly quickly. I really like these for spell work. So in the corner here, I have got my collection of incense. I have a variety of incense hidden back here. What have we got here? We have got some vanilla Oh no, the lights are wrong. There we go. Some winter vanilla, apparently. Some lavender. Not my favourite scent for incense. Oh, and I've got 2 lavenders. I don't use it. Violets. Oh, one I've never opened. Chamomile. This one is vanilla. Is that all? That looks like all of it. I've also got a candle holder here for my tapered candles. Here I've got some little baggies for any little spell bags I might do. And my crystals live in this little bag and in this little bag. I need to have a go through them actually because I don't know what I've got at the moment. I buy crystals because I like crystals and then I forget what I have. Here we have a little bottle. It used to have Whitney, a little like travel size, is that the right word? Whitney Neal gin. I love little alcohol bottles. They're just perfect for anything I might want to put in them. If I want to get some moon water, some sea water, anything like that, I would use one of these little jars. One of my favourite witchy activities, collecting jars. Got loads of jars. Normally alcohol related. You see all these videos of people talking about while they're doing their videos, and today I'm drinking this tea, and I really admire these people that drink tea. Can't stand fruit teas, and I'm more likely to be drinking gin or cider. Cider, if you ever see me with a wine glass, it's normally got cider in it. I am not classy enough to be drinking wine, okay? So, next cupboard here, we have got books down the bottom, but we will go over them another time. And then on this top shelf, we've got the things that I use most often. So we have got a candle in this nice purple candle holder that's quite dusty. This was the candle that I used to use as my air element. But since I've redone my altar, I'm not using that one as air for the minute. I've got another little altar cloth here, but as I've said previously, I'm not really a fan of altar cloths. I think they just get messy if you get candle wax on them and things. I've got some moon water that I did on the last full moon in a really pretty jar. I've got a little bowl here where I'm collecting some ash to make some black salt. One of my favourite incenses, this dragon's blood incense, which I don't know why it's up there. It can go down with the other incense. In one of my previous videos, you saw me acquire this bowl from a charity shop. I haven't quite decided what to do with it, so that's sat there in the cupboard. I've got some incense cones here, and I've got my when I do my cleansings, I do it with sage, and I use this beautiful feather that I found to help it get in all the nooks and crannies and get rid of all the negative energy. I have got a spoon here, and this is my dowsing crystal. Is it going to focus? There we go. And this is a fluorite. Fluorite is my favourite stone. If you ever see me wearing a purple stone or green stone, it's normally fluorite. I use fluorite for everything. It's my absolute favourite. So in here I have got a little, well, I like to pretend it's a little dagger, but it's not actually a little dagger. It is a letter opener, but I got it at St Michael's Mount, and it's just beautiful. And I thought this would be perfect to work with. Oh, sorry, down here you can see this is Soggy and Ted's. They were my cuddly toys growing up, and they live in this cupboard, so the dogs can't get them. But yes, I fell in love with this several years ago, and I decided it would be perfect. So that just lives here in this little box. At the back here, I have got my herbs and things. So I've got some ginger root, some marjoram, some lavender, nettles, rose petals, and some ones I've bought in shops. And I believe that's some Himalayan rock salt in that jar. I do like to make some of my own, but I am quite lazy. So although I have the best of intentions of making things of my own, I sometimes get them from Tesco's, as you can see. So in this little bag here, I love this little bag. It was from the Body Shop about 1 million years ago, and my tarot cards live in here. I wonder if I can open it with one hand and not drop it everywhere. So come here. It's just a really basic deck. I got them with a book because I had no experience of doing any tarot. They were bought for me by my stepmother because she was wonderful. They don't really, I don't know, the artwork doesn't really call to me, if I'm honest with you. And I've got the whole deck upside down. Excellent. Yeah, the artwork doesn't really call to me. It never has. But they are what I've got, and it's just what I've used. But I am on the lookout for a deck, but I don't want to just buy a deck because I want another deck. It needs to be right, and nothing's quite right so far, so I've held off on buying another deck. So yeah, this is what is in my witchy supply cupboard at the moment. I am adding to it constantly. I have a bit of a shopping problem. So when I get new things, I will update this. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Blessed be.